establishing the run game. Go up top right now, play one, be aggressive. You told everybody all week, we're going to come out, we're going to be aggressive. And they are. They take the shot. They get rewarded. One play, one touchdown. What a start.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Anthony. He was looking for a lot more on that one. Instead, he's out of bounds at the 14. Going to give them some space. Off the RPO, complete. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to pass. It's Green. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying. Understand.
He's got it on the left. Oh, he's got some space. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30+. And the Razorbacks want to move quickly.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Fires to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back. The 40. Past the 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Tigers.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
Missouri, 14, Arkansas, 0.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. The RPO, it's complete. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. Remember some of the years when the Hogs spent a lot of time in the Wildcat just running it? You don't have to do that with this guy at quarterback.
And it just makes you less predictable, right? You got a running back in there, you know you're not going to throw it very much, but when they do have the ability to push the ball down the field and get some guys out of the box, it makes this offense even more exciting.
Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Now the play fake. Fires one high and deep. Makes a grab at the 25, and there's room. Touchdown, Arkansas! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Sometimes you see play action for teams that don't really even run the football. I love how they run the football, set it up, next play, take the big shot down the field. The receiver makes the play, makes the catch, and runs it into the end zone.
Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the points come in a lightning strike, a 70-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Manning. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. To the ground with the back. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up a 6.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Tigers brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Use the play fake, now to throw. Lost one deep down the right side. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
You want to stress a defense? Get the quarterback outside the pocket right now. Really good job running the bootleg to the left, getting the quarterback outside the pocket. He can chew up ground in such a hurry, or he can throw the football down the field. Makes it really tough on defenses.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Going to go out on a limb and say they have a lot of him plays. Throw the ball to him. Already over 100 yards receiving.
Keep it simple, stupid. Just find this guy and get him the football. Now, if you're on defense, it's pretty obvious where this team is going with the ball. You're going to have to come up with a plan to stop this guy.
They go to the ground. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll run play action. Now adjusting. Now looking to throw back to the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And this QB, you can tell, did a really good job of continuing to buy time, go through his progressions. He wanted to make the big play and even got outside the pocket a little bit to his left and took the deep shot down the field. Just missed.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. With the catch, it's Hardy. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on 3rd down. They just want to make the home run, highlight-type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here.
Turning it on! And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Touchdown, Tigers! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? You peek in the backfield and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost the race.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So a drive there of 85 yards. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Anthony. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Looking to throw, it's Green. Spits it out to the back. Caught near the sticks, it's Russell. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. The short hands, it's Blake. Still on his feet at the 45. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Off the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Going to sling it on second down. Unleashes one deep. To the end zone, and it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's marked down at the 21-yard line as the defense comes up with a turnover.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Power football with the run. Breaks into the open. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Dances away to buy time. He throws one to the left. And they almost came up with that pick in the end zone. What a stop that would have been.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw. It falls incomplete. All that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
Complete out of the backfield. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a first down. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. If the intended target was not open, that's why that one fell incomplete.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm throw. You take your steps, you get the ball out, it's got to be in a good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page there.
This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. Gets it out quickly. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Gonna run it. It's Hardy. Finds a little space. There he goes. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Missouri! There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the capper came on a 34-yard jaunt to the end zone. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Fielded in the end zone. It's Anthony. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground.
Razorbacks will take over 1st and 10.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock.
Here we go. Do the show. Maverick,
These corners backing off a bit.
Set. Easton.
Dropping back, it's Green. Quick completion on the out. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Good timing on the quick out. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. He'll throw on third down. Oh, the big fella almost had the interception. Instead, it'll be fourth down. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires left. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Defense not showing press coverage. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to... going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw again. Got it behind the line. It's Russell. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Third down coming up.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal. Motion from the back. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
After getting nothing done on first down, second and goal from the 6. To the air, it's Green. He's going for the goal line. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. And the Razorbacks want to pick up the tempo. On third and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. A long way to go on fourth and goal. He's looking to pass. Into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. On the ground, it's Hardy. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Might as well stick with him. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Off the play fake on first down. He's going to fire to the left. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll leave it with the lone back. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. Missouri will kick it off to open this second half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off play action on first down. Makes the grab. It's Green. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Razorbacks are in the hurry up. Off play action. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Quickly complete. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Razorbacks with the 1st and 10. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass, it's Green. He'll pull it down. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
The Razorbacks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Finds him out of the backfield. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on 4th down.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And these drops can be very frustrating because you know he wants the football, and he demands the football. Dadgum, receivers a lot of times will walk in the huddle, throw me the ball. I've heard worse stories than that and worse language, but calling for the football, got to make plays, man. That's how you get more balls thrown your direction.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Forced out of the pocket. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
And the Razorbacks headed quickly to the line.
Well, nice job that time by the defense locking in. We've seen earlier in this drive this quarterback make some plays with his feet. That time, though, the defense was ready for it. They weren't able to sack him right away, but they stuck with him, forced him to scramble. They're able to get to him and bring him down.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Scanning the field, it's Green. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Just masterful work. Sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. The Razorbacks trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. They're working that left side. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Wants to keep it in the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
All right, you dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing up.
Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. He's looking to throw. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Slips a tackle. They got him! Big stop in the backfield, and what a stand by this defense to keep points off the board.
That's just a play the quarterback can't make. 4th down, down by the goal line. That ball's got to find its way in the end zone somehow, some way. You simply cannot take a sack. I know it's difficult. The defense is bearing down on you, but you've got to be able to negotiate that throw and at least give somebody a chance in the end zone.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Play action. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make. And I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
Convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He might want another play. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. It is loud in here as they try to help them get a stop on fourth down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. The play action fake. Right down the middle. Makes the grab, got the conversion and still going. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Hardy. Oh, he's got some space. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Now the play fake. Rush is on him. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Man, this defense really bowing up their neck. This part of the field, don't let them run the ball on 1st down. Don't let them be physical. Nice job. 2nd down, ready for the pass. Rush the quarterback, get the sack. This defense is dialed in the red zone.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Taking it the other way. A sweet return after the pick, and they'll have it at the 43.
What an amazing play by the defense. Not only do you get the interception, but you completely flip the field. And how about the open field running by that guy once he made the pick?
Looking downfield, it's Green. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen.
14.
It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. Gonna take a shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. Touchdown, Arkansas! And the comeback is on.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Manning. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
The craziest thing about college football week in and week out is just the momentum shifts, and when it shifts, it's just hard to stop it. And this offense, man, they haven't found any rhythm in this second half. And if they're going to get out of here with a win, I think they got to put a drive together and put some points on the board.
It's first down from their own 23-yard line. They'll test the right side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a big stop for the defense. That running back has had so much success. You're down in the football game. You need to get the ball back to your offense. You create a play like this. This will get the fires going, get the juices going. Now we got to go get a few more.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Got his man. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Missouri really moving on offense, set up with another first down. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Little touch pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
On the run, it's Hardy. Turning it on. Oh, he got loose. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game.
Really nice job by the running back here in the fourth quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot. Late in the game, they need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Missouri comes up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
But this situation in the game now with the lead, you know the offense is just going to try and run the football, bleed the clock, and ice this game.
Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. He's going for the goal line. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Anthony. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Green. Catch in the middle, it's Jones. On the move at the 30. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they missed an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Deep shot for the end zone. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. And I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can...
He'll take a shot. And that one is picked off in the end zone. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown Tigers. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And there's something you don't see often, a 100-yard interception return for a touchdown. As a quarterback, you know those windows are really small to throw into. And if you don't throw it on time, it's going to get at minimum tipped, maybe picked. That's the worst possible scenario for a quarterback. What a play by the defense.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Green. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game?
Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Boom. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Got some room to run. He's inside the 40. And he was finding space. And he took it all the way back to the 22. And they were most fortunate to catch up to him there. He almost turned that into a pick six.
Man, and he had a convoy, too. As soon as he had the ball, he just looked around him. There was just a lot of open green, and he took off. Great job by his teammates on defense getting downfield.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And the pass is incomplete, looking for a little salve for the wound, but the ball game is over. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.